Every week I put together my long-form video podcast and all the shorts that come out of it. Lately, I've been doing that entire content production process using Vizard. If you visit our channel now, you'll see every full episode alongside a stream of vertical clips born from that single recording. In this video, I want to walk you through my entire workflow, start to finish. I'll show you how I record, mark things live to speed up editing, and stitch the long episode together. Then, I'll explain how Vizard's AI cuts my workload in half by finding the best bites and removing filler words. It also handles auto-scheduling clips and managing a content calendar so I can focus on creating instead of logistics. I will also touch on a few other platforms people often ask about and explain why Vizard wins for my needs. Let me start with my recording setup because a clean input makes everything downstream so much faster. Every week I open my studio session, select my preferred mic and camera, and monitor my audio levels carefully. I always insist on using wired headphones to ensure there is absolutely zero echo or latency during the call. Wireless cans can sometimes introduce drift, which is a headache you can easily avoid with a simple cord. I also pre-send my co-host the same guest link every week so there's zero scrambling right before we go live. Vizard makes creating a persistent guest URL simple, which is a killer feature for recurring guests. I share my screen a lot during shows with articles or quick demos that often become the backbone of my short clips. To make those visual transitions seamless, I keep a dedicated tab group full of material I plan to reference. When a topic comes up, I hit screen share, pick the window, and Vizard captures that interaction as its own separate track. That separate media track is huge because it tells the editor exactly when the visual was live on screen, eliminating guesswork. One more in-studio habit I swear by is marking clips the moment we are recording live. Every time I flub a line or want to trim a joke, I simply hit the marker hotkey on my keyboard. Those markers appear as little flags in the editor, letting me jump right to the spots I need to trim later. Doing this live cuts my total editing time down drastically, often by more than half the usual effort. Okay, let's jump into the editor where the magic of text-based editing begins. When I open a project, the full time-coded and searchable transcript is already waiting for me. The timeline displays pauses, filler words, and noise markers right in line with the text, letting me edit by words instead of waveforms. My first quick edit is always trimming the dead air at the start so the final episode opens sharp. Sometimes I simply select the intro text block and hit delete, rather than manually moving the playhead. This text-first editing approach is significantly faster for any spoken word content I produce. From here, I almost always run two specific AI enhancement passes on the raw footage. The first AI pass handles filler word removal, deleting all the ums and UHs while maintaining the natural conversational flow. The goal isn't a robotic cadence, but removing those distracting little verbal tics that make a conversation sound messy. The second tool I use is the pace control, which lets me dial in how aggressive the final cuts should feel. I can make a tiny nudge for a relaxed vibe or a stronger tightening for a more punchy edit. Vizard previews the exact number of seconds it will shave off, so I never have to guess the final duration. Importantly, both AI tools respect any screen share or media moments you want preserved across the entire clip. A key concept many creators miss is that the track order in the editor panel actually matters a lot. If you want a specific speaker to always appear first in a vertical crop, you just reorder their tracks in the list. I also drop a static background image or brand artwork behind the video layer to make the frame feel intentionally designed. Vizard lets you easily tweak the spacing and corner radius for that final professional brand polish. Speaking of repurposing, I'm constantly turning these long episodes into bite-sized social media shorts. Vizard makes that entire process completely painless with a simple one-click ratio switch operation. The platform instantly reformats the entire scene, camera, screen share, and captions into the new vertical format. After the initial reformat, I just fine-tune what is visible and how the various elements stack on screen. This is infinitely better than manually reframing 30 individual clips inside my old editing software. Now let's discuss highlights, which is truly where this platform earns its keep every week. You can generate a batch of potential viral clips automatically using the AI highlight detection feature. The AI pulls moments that have the hallmarks of shareable content like strong hooks, emotional beats, or quick takeaways. That process is pattern recognition, but it saves me hours compared to watching all the footage again. I usually start the highlight generation while I am editing the main cut so candidates are ready immediately after. From there, I tweak captions, add an overlay image, or insert a quick animated text card, and the short is ready to post. I also use the built-in scene editor frequently to manage visual shifts in the content. Every time the focus switches, like from one speaker to a full screen share, Vizard creates a distinct scene you can navigate. You can manually add extra scenes to emphasize a guest or create a clear visual break for the viewer. Adding text and image overlays is dead simple by just highlighting a sentence in the transcript. A contextual menu pops up offering options like adding an image, overlaying text, or making a new clip from that selection. If you need to insert a sponsor spot or a correction, you can drop in any other recording from your studio library. Vizard automatically imports the transcript for that new clip, making the inserted segment fully editable right where it sits. That's awesome for patching in updated sponsor reads without leaving the main project environment. Chapters and timestamps are another quiet but major time saver for uploading to YouTube. I create my chapter markers by dragging the start times right in the transcript view as I edit each segment. Then I copy that entire formatted list and paste it into the YouTube description box for automatic chapter creation. Vizard also exports SRT files, which I always upload for perfectly accurate, non-auto-generated captions that help with search. You can also split and download separate audio or video stems for each guest if you need to send them to an engineer. Audio enhancement is handled at the track level, so you can clean up one noisy guest without affecting everyone else's clean audio. The platform normalizes levels on export, lets you remove the watermark, and lets you choose an output quality like 4K. I usually export the high-res video and the clean MP3 for podcast feeds in the very same session. Now, regarding other platforms, some only record but make you manually hunt for highlights later. Others generate clips but lack scheduling, leaving you with a folder of shorts and no cohesive posting plan. That's where Vizard's combo of highlight detection, auto-schedule, and content calendar truly stands out. You tell the AI your desired posting cadence, and it schedules the clips across your socials automatically. I use auto-schedule as a helper, not a dictator. I always review the top picks and tweak the thumbnails myself. The difference between a viral clip and just a clip is often a human touch on the hook line or the thumbnail. For shorts, Vizard's presets keep my captions and styles consistent across every single output format automatically. Once finalized, I export the full 4K video and the MP3, or I export the vertical short directly to the content calendar. The entire lifecycle happens in one place, which is the main reason I prefer this powerful, streamlined workflow. If you are still cutting highlights manually and juggling 5 tools, you will love the productivity lift this system offers. Vizard automates the grunt work, finding the good parts and reformatting verticals, so you can focus on actual creation. If you have questions about any step, drop them in the comments below, and I will personally answer them. Thanks for watching, and I can't wait to see what you create with your own long-form recordings.